That's weird.
Or perhaps they just didn't tighten it properly, and it loosened up and started arcing and melting.
Huge news, folks. On September 2nd, in just a couple days, our nonprofit friends over the CCAN Action Fund are going to announce the winners for the raffle of 3 amazing electric vehicles.
If you haven't bought your ticket to win a Rivian, Lucid, Porsche EV, or a Volkswagen ID Buzz and more, you're almost out of time.
Here's the kicker, folks. This EV raffle for the planet is big time undersold. Literally thousands of tickets are left unpurchased, which means, mathematically speaking, your chances of winning are higher than ever. It's simple. Fewer tickets purchased means better odds for you. And remember, each ticket is worth not 1, but 3 chances to win prizes.
You could win a Rivian R1S, like mine, or a Lucid Gravity, an Ioniq 5, or a Chevy Equinox. So, if you haven't picked up a ticket already, what are you waiting for? And if you already have one, you might as well get another one. Increase your odds.
Tickets are just $200. Go to www.evraffle.org to get yours today before time runs out. That's evraffle.org. The link is below.
Welcome to Coleton's garage, and this is not a great situation.
No, not fun at all.
So Coleton has electric car home charging, like many of our viewers do or are thinking about putting in.
Yes.
And we've seen, with so many more electric cars and so many more electric car charging equipment going in, more issues pop up to the point where our buddy Tom Malogny, who's kind of the home charging expert on the State of Charge YouTube channel, has started a whole series called Recharge Rescue.
Yeah, scary stuff on there too.
And we're going to call Tom and see if he answers. I don't know if,
Sure.
but last night Coleton had a real situation here where you lost power to your entire home.
Yep.
Because of, we think, car charging.
That would be the only logical sense.
So let's walk through exactly what happened. Would love to hear your thoughts in this video. We'll call Tom as well.
Yep.
And then, yeah, maybe we should have someone come and take a look at your setup here.
Oh, for sure.
Doesn't seem like anything good's happening.
Definitely not.
So walk us through what you have installed at the moment.
Yep, so Tesla universal wall connector over here.
Right, so that's the one with the J1772 adapter.
Yep.
And because this is off, assuming because you don't want it to blow up.
Yep.
Who knows? You can't actually get the NAC side out.
Yeah, I have had issues with this actually not pulling apart also.
Oh, really?
Which has been kind of frustrating. So it does it very intermittently. It seems to have been good now. I don't know why it does it sometimes and not other times.
Maybe the power cycle would help it. It's a really nice solution actually because you never lose the adapter.
Super nice, yeah.
They force you to insert it back in there, which I like.
Yeah, totally agree. And unfortunately, I put these on the wrong side.
Yes.
Because I used to park the Tesla here. Wifey would park her ID4 here, and it worked perfect having it there because she could just boom plug it in.
Right. Now she has an EV9 that she parks on this side of the garage and charges on the Tesla only Gen 3 wall connector.
Yep, exactly.
So you had to go for this J3400 to J1772 adapter.
Yep.
Electron one, nice one, not sponsored yet.
That's done a ton of power out of that too. I've had that since our first electric car because I had it in Jesse's garage after I got the Tesla. So that's done a ton of power through there.
Oh, wow. Cool. Nice. Yeah, I use the same one actually. They hold
great.
up really well. Totally agree. So this is an interesting color though.
Yeah, it matched my Midnight Silver Metallic Model 3 Performance, which I no longer have. So I need to swap it back to white.
Got to have the charger match the car.
Yeah, why not?
So what happened last night? So you're, obviously we're in for the viewers who don't necessarily realize, your house is on this side of the garage, but there's a little break in between.
Yeah.
So your garage is fed to a sub panel here. So Jessie got home and plugged in
her EV9. Yep. Plugged it in. She doesn't look at any of the nerd stats. She's literally like, she's coming home. She's working like 7 days a week like I am right now. So she comes in, she's like, oh, my car is at 12%. Need to plug it in. Walks inside, doesn't think anything of it until she comes out the next morning. I didn't think anything of it because with the Tesla chargers and using non-native Tesla vehicles, you don't get live updates or anything through the app like you would see with the Tesla.
Right, with the Tesla, you get the live activities that pop up and it's like, here's what's going on. And that's a really nice feature.
Love that. So the Kia Connect app is terrible. I'd have to go menus deep into Tesla to see what it's doing. I don't really think I need to do that every time.
Right.
So she was home for about an hour. She was charging. Then I got home after her. I plugged in the EV6 to this one over here.
You can show the viewers.
Boom, that one right there.
Yep.
And hour and a half later, I'm getting ready to go to bed and poof, all the power goes out in the house. And I'm like,
So
okay,
house and garage.
everything. So I was thinking like, okay, we might have a power outage here. I don't know. So I look next door. I'm like, oh, they have power. I look across the street. Oh, they have power. I'm like, well, that's not good.
It's not good. And of course, you're pulling big load here. So what was your first line of checking? What'd you do?
So first went to the box.
Let's show everyone.
Yep. Walked outside and started to smell some heat. If you know what electrical heat smells like, you know exactly what I'm talking
Not
about.
a good thing to smell.
No, very much
let's,
not so.
Let's check the panel.
There's the doggos.
Hey, doggos. They are pumped.
Also, mind the doggo bombs.
Okay, yeah, we got some bombs to cruise around through here. All right, so you got the main panel. I can tell power's on because you've got the AC ripping.
Yep. So we can pop this open.
200 amp service to your house.
Yep, which is pretty common for new houses, I would say.
Totally. I mean, that's plenty. It's a reasonably sized house, but you don't really need any more than that. Leaves headroom for EV charging.
Yep, totally agree. So when I came out, this was right in the middle. So it totally tripped the main breaker.
The main breaker tripped.
Yep.
And did you notice any extra heat coming off any of the other? Whoa, that wasn't pushed in all the way.
That's weird.
Okay.
I think you just hit the test here, didn't you?
It's very possible.
I think
don't
that's what.
so.
I think you did.
No.
Is it fully on? No,
Should read? No.
That's possible.
that was on test.
You have to turn it off.
Yep. There we go. That's exactly
Yeah, I
what you
hit
did.
test. Never mind. I thought I had seeded it. Okay, I was the problem. Sorry about that. But I'm also noticing some other problems here, Colton, right off the bat.
With how this is sitting in
Scott,
here?
look at how the breaker's sitting in there for the EV charging at the bottom.
That doesn't look right.
So that's technically not for EV charging. That's to feed the sub panel in the garage.
Correct.
Now, I don't know if this has all been load calculated properly.
Probably not. Would be my
You've got
guess.
a 90 amp breaker heading to the garage.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is it possible that you were ripping both units flat out with the AC?
Both units were not flat out. They were pulling 16 kilowatts together. I could see the logs after the fact.
Okay, so how many amps would that be? I can do the math really quick. 240,000 divided by
16 kilowatts.
oh, I'm doing it the wrong way.
Right.
Hold on. 16,000 divided by 240 would be 66 amps.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Okay. So you were not full send on those.
Nope.
So you're 66 amps on that. Your AC pulls how many amps?
So AC here, 15, 17, only 20 amps.
Oh. So let's say that's on at
Yep.
15 or
Had
whatever.
some house lights on, some things like
Yeah,
that.
another 10 for accessories plus. We're still like less than half of 200.
I know.
So what? Yeah, I think there's no conceivable way you pulled more than 200 amps.
I don't think so, but this was also tripped, and then this was tripped,
Oh.
and then this was smoking hot up here.
Oh.
This whole, oh yeah, it was brutal. Like I walked outside and by that window well, I could smell it.
No way.
Yeah.
We got to FaceTime Tom.
Oh, for sure.
We got to see what's going
Because
on.
I was like,
But dude, these aren't even seated in there properly.
I agree. Yeah, those need to be properly seated. I would be curious to pull this off and see what kind of situation's going on
We can do
behind
that.
there. Yeah.
We could shut the house down.
Yeah.
And as long as we don't touch the bus bars and the main breakers off, we'll still have a live feed coming in from the meter, but
Kind of
just
weird.
electricity, so nothing to worry about there. So you do have a home surge breaker.
Yep.
Did that have anything to do with anything?
I have no idea. It was on green.
But it is odd that this was tripped off, and it's also not seated in, at least
I agree.
what I would consider to be properly.
Yep.
So there must have been some wiring issue here, and if it's smoking, then it's really indicative of a wiring issue.
Yeah, I mean, you could smell it, and everything was hot. Like up here was hot, the side of the box was hot, down here was hot.
And it's not right now.
No, not at all. I mean, you can.
Okay, and your house is running, AC's running, stuff.
Yeah, it hasn't done anything since then. So I turned this completely off because it was halfway tripped.
Right.
And I turned it completely off because I didn't want to deal with that situation. And I don't know. Here we are now.
Okay.
I haven't turned this back on at all yet.
Well, let's try that too.
Yeah.
What's the worst that happens?
Fire.
Need a new house. Get the dogs out.
Yep, exactly.
All right, let's run back over to the sub panel to see what it looks like in there.
Yep.
Because I'm really curious to see what that's all about. Then we should flip it on, Coleton, and see what happens.
I agree.
Because breakers are there to do their job, and we can rely on them to do their job.
Crazy boys.
All right, looking in here. So on and on, nothing tripped here.
Nothing tripped here.
So what's really odd is from the actual panel feeding the electric car charging, there was no issue on this side.
I know. This was the second thing I checked and they were not tripped.
Okay, interesting.
So which makes me think it's something wrong with that 90 amp breaker out there.
Right, so the panel that feeds the sub panel, or the breaker that feeds the sub panel,
Right.
must have been wired incorrectly. Sorry.
That's my thought. I mean, we've had that. So we've been running on this for a year and a half. Never
Yeah.
had an issue.
That's right, you charge every day here.
Yeah. I mean, I can go through the Tesla app and show everything on there. Now, there is something weird too that I noticed last night. I sent you these kind of logs, right, that I pulled off of the car.
I didn't see him.
So this is what's really weird. You can see when Jesse plugs in,
Yeah,
there's a spike. Goes up to 9.2 kilowatts.
which is what it's supposed to do.
Well, it should pull 11 here.
Oh, but it never reaches it.
Never reached it, and then it went down to 5.5.
Oh,
Or 5.7 here while she was charging. Then I plug in,
right, and then it really loads it up.
and then we go to 16.7. So what I'm confused
So
by...
you're getting full power.
This is set up to be the main one. So my understanding with how Tesla does balancing on these is you select one as your main one, and then the other one gets the lesser amount of that. There are also ways to do them equal.
That's what I thought, but you have them set up.
I believe so.
Okay. What's interesting about it, pulling power and then derating, is, first of all, you're plugging in two different Kias, so you would expect similar behavior. But what I've noticed with Kia, Hyundai, Genesis vehicles is they're really sensitive to voltage sag.
Okay.
So where when you load up the line with amperage, and if you're starting at 240 volts, by the time you start loading up current and it sags to like 210, or it's way down there, they'll actually back off the amperage and go to like a protection mode. Tesla does the same thing, and Lucid does the same thing. Other cars do this as well. And they either won't charge at all, they'll just stop charging and say, hey, faulty wiring, or they'll derate to try to prevent a fire if you have terrible wiring. And that could be indicative of a loose connection,
Right.
or a undersized cabling, for example, if it's just getting too hot. That happens really quick, so my guess would be more loose connection side of things.
Which would kind of make sense to what's going on in the breaker with that situation.
So I think we need to pull the panel off that breaker.
Okay.
So if you can shut the AC off so we don't shut it off under load.
We can turn... Do you just want to turn the whole house off?
We're going
as
to turn
well?
everything off.
Cool.
And then we'll shut off the main breaker. We'll pull that panel off because we're certified electricians. And see if we see anything, but we're not going to touch anything in there.
Nope.
And we're not going to stick our fingers near live wires.
All right, so
Scott says she is.
AC is
It was
now
nice knowing
off.
you, Scott. Okay, AC's off. Let's go shut this mamma jamma down.
Yeah, so we need a screwdriver.
Hi, Charlie. Hey, Oliver.
Oh, I see where they are. They're right here.
I know.
Go.
Oh, dude, you've got the other Fantic tire compressor. I've been looking for this thing everywhere.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that one's mine.
What? No, I'm taking this.
That one's mine.
I got to take this to Moab.
We do 12 tires.
Do you know it took us over 1 hour to fill up tires the other day because I couldn't find this?
So we were.
Well, yeah, that one's mine. He lost his and is blaming
no,
me.
mine's
You
at
need
the
to take
track.
that, though.
I knew I had another one somewhere.
It's probably with his work phone, too.
Flathead.
Oh my gosh.
I thought it was a Philip.
Oh, could be.
Well, we'll take both so we don't have to...
Nice U.S. General box here.
It's a mess.
Yeah, this is very un-Coleton.
I love that your version of a mess is like organized.
This whole outside... It's been chaos here lately.
This is chaos, people.
Yeah, this is terrible.
Looks pretty good to me.
We need to do an obsessed garage
Got to do
situation.
some drywalling here, brother.
I know. Ours is the only house on the street that didn't come with drywall.
You got the one guy who needs a nice garage, too.
I got that at the shop.
That's true.
All right.
Okay, y'all ready for this?
You want to shut that down?
Yep.
Oh.
This was freaking Scott.
All right, you want to get 2 screwdrivers going here, brother?
Nope.
Why not?
Sure, just make sure. So we've got the main breaker off, but there still is live power coming into this box, keep in mind. We're not touching the power company's meter at all, so that it shouldn't be illegal.
This is like not even screwed
You
up.
own this box.
Please do not electrocute yourself.
Don't worry about
Something
it, Scott.
weird down there, brother.
I've done way worse.
Way worser.
Oh, absolutely. Is, you know, what we're touching right now, the only concern would be is if a live wire is loose in there and energizes
Yep.
the outer casing. But in theory, that shouldn't
This one's not off
happen.
here.
Don't worry about it. We're gonna try. Oh, why didn't you get that?
It's not spinning.
Really? At all?
I know what's wrong with it. There ain't no gas.
There ain't no gas in it. Oh, dude, what the heck?
Yeah.
Do I need to do it, guys?
Nope, got it. Don't you worry. We're, master electrician on the job in training here.
There you go.
Yeah. There we go.
All right.
Okay. Got it.
Lights house on fire.
We got fire extinguishers inside.
Oh, good. Never thought about that. There we go.
Oh my god.
Oh, brother! You should not be using any power in your house whatsoever.
Holy shit.
So that is a live incoming feed.
So that's why I got hot.
So that actually has nothing to do with the car charging then.
No.
That is just the main...
Damn.
Dude,
That's not good.
overcooked. Holy smokes. Well, the main breaker did its job.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I wonder if the Kia, when it derated, was actually the reason that, the reason it derated was due to the voltage sag of the incoming feed.
Definitely could have been.
So what you should do is leave this off.
Yep.
Sounds like you're staying in a hotel tonight.
Right.
Oh, we could all stay at the hub slumber party.
Just open up the windows. You're fine. You don't need
Okay.
power.
Yeah, definitely do not keep this on.
Dang.
Let me call Tom real quick. Tom Malogny.
That's nuts.
He's our
That's why it was so hot up here.
dude. Well, no wonder why I was smoking. So, this
Thank God you noticed.
there.
Well, I mean, the power went out.
Oh.
Like,
My dumb ass, I'd be like, oh, okay, go to sleep.
There's nothing inherently wrong with this as far as I can tell. Hey,
Hey,
do you have a half a second?
of course I do. I mean, you're interrupting. I'm making an artisan pizza right now, but that's okay.
Well, that's really so. I'm with Coleton at his house at the moment, and
Yeah.
we're filming as well. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
100%.
So I'm going to send you a picture right now of Coleton's panel at his house, and
Oh, no.
yeah. Oh, and iOS 16 just went to a
Did it
scroll.
go
But
crash?
Tom's still here. Here we go. All right, Tom. I'm going to send you this picture.
Yes, I'm not the Jesse. Poor
Okay.
thing.
And I'd like to hear your thoughts. This is incoming into his main breaker. Coleton's house lost power last night while he was charging both cars, and he came out to his panel smoking. His main panel.
Oh. I mean, the thing is, Kyle, I've seen so many nightmares out there. It's amazing. And people say, well, why are we having all these problems with electric vehicles? It's because the demand that they're pulling is way more than what the house has seen before. And that's
Yep.
why he never had a problem before. He never pulled that amount of power. So,
Yeah. And so, he's been ripping on this for every day for about a year and a half now.
Yep.
And it actually appears to be, there was two things that happened. He has a sub panel feeding his garage, which I'm going to send you a picture of, that was tripped, which appears to have no visual damage to it. But the main breaker also tripped on the house. And that's where we see most of the problems.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the unfortunate thing is the panel won't trip. If it is melting or going on fire. What'll make it trip is if it's overdrawing a circuit. So that's why we see the fires. It'll keep delivering power while the thing's raging on fire.
Oh, okay.
So they're not designed to trip just because there's a fire. So
Seems like an
I
oversight.
haven't gotten anything yet.
Okay, yeah, my signal's pretty bad here.
I can
Let's
send
see.
it to him too.
Yeah, if I can hook up to Wi-Fi or something, I don't know.
Scary.
Sorry to interrupt your pizza making, but Colt, we just pulled the panel and we were like, oh shit.
What's your service, Colton? Like how many amp service do you have?
200 amps.
How much?
200.
200. Well, that's pretty good. I mean, that's that. And what were you doing? 2 40 amp draws or 2 48 amp draws? What were you charging?
So their load balance, I have the Tesla wall connectors, and it was pulling 16.7 kilowatts.
Yeah, so only 60, 70 amps, nothing crazy.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's that. You know, unless you've got crazy other things going on in your house, you know, like a 50 amp hot tub and a heat pump and all this other stuff going, nothing should have failed. If it failed, it's because of faulty installation probably, and not the connections weren't torqued properly, or they loosened up over the years.
Well, that's my guess. Is Coleton lives in a brand new house. He was the first person to live in it. It's a typical cookie cutter new build situation. No offense, Coleton, but
I don't care.
is.
Yeah.
For some reason we're having issues getting it sent out to you. Did yours send, Coleton?
No, because we don't have.
It just came across.
Yeah.
Oh,
just
okay.
sent to Tom.
Okay, so it looks like you've got Square D Homeline. Homeline is the cheaper version of the Square D service panels. And yeah, wow, that yellow connector.
Yeah.
That's wild. I'm assuming we can't see the wire there, but I'm assuming it's aluminum, which in itself isn't a problem. That's the main feeder. That Square D yellow connector could have been faulty, or perhaps they just didn't tighten it properly, and it loosened up and started arcing and melting. So,
wow.
You're lucky that nothing else happened there.
I'm glad the breaker did its job.
Yeah,
shut it down.
What's impressive to me is that it must have stemmed. Well, what's interesting, Tom, is that the 90 amp breaker that's feeding his sub panel to his garage, which is a detached garage, that tripped along with the main breaker, but nothing else in the panel tripped. So do you think that tripped because it had load on it?
The odd thing is, Kyle, it technically shouldn't trip because you weren't overdrawing the circuit.
No.
So at 99% of the times when I go to houses and things are melted, nothing tripped because it never overdrew the circuit. You didn't come close to overdrawing your circuit. So, but I have seen the circuits trip on occasion, and it could just be because there's a crazy power fluctuation. Like it goes from delivering full power, then not enough, and it's arcing, and the breaker just like spikes and trips and shuts off. So I think you got lucky more than anything. I don't think it necessarily did what it was supposed to do. I think you just got lucky because this could have gotten much worse than that.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Like I said, you got load balancing. You're not anywhere near your service limit. This isn't what I typically see when I do recharge rescues. This is just a faulty product or a faulty installation.
My guess is it's just not torqued properly, Tom. I can't see any other reason why this would be the case. I also see no other signs of load on the other main terminal or like any heat load or of anything. I mean, neutral ground all looks good. Actually, they stripped the entire neutral connection there. So they cranked that sucker down.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing. Unfortunately, you see electricians do that, and they torque it to Gooden type, we call it.
Right.
Not like 60 pound or 80 pound or whatever the specific torque rating is. They just crank it, and then when it feels like it's tight enough, they crank it another quarter of a turn just to get it nice and good and tight. But what happens is you over torque the things, and then the wire gets compressed, and it no longer is the gauge that it's supposed to be.
Right.
That's not the case with this feeder, though. I don't think they compressed that feeder to the point where it was half the diameter that it usually is, because those big, thick aluminum wires are tough to really mash down like that. But I think it's just that I think they probably didn't torque it enough, or it could just be a faulty item. Things are faulty, like the connectors and stuff. It could just have been faulty.
Sure. Well, anyway, I mean, I guess without the cars loading this thing up and heating it up, he probably would have never known. So it's probably a good thing.
Yeah, probably right. The even though he wasn't charging at full load, with both chargers, he still was pulling more than anything else in the house at any time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So,
totally.
He that extra car charging stressed it to the point where it melted like this. But if it was really faulty, it could have done this anyway. It just might have taken another year or two to actually get to that point,
Totally. Well, glad we caught it in time. Obviously, the incoming feed is still live from the meter, so we're not going to go anywhere near it. But we do have his main breaker off to the house at the moment, and we'll probably leave it that way until we can get an emergency visit out here.
Yeah, get somebody that, get a good electrician out there. Don't just call the guy in the corner. Get somebody with a really good reputation.
Yeah.
Maybe a big electric contractor that has done a lot of work.
Yeah, we'll call Q-Merit. We'll see what they recommend.
There's a lot of shabby companies out there. I mean, it's like any other field. There's, probably 20% of the doctors you could go to shouldn't even have a license. There's.
Yeah. Well, the way they build these houses.
I don't know what kind of doctors you're going to, Tom, but it explains a lot.
Every single field.
Yeah,
There's great people, there's average, and then there's people that shouldn't be doing what they're getting paid to do, and that's certainly the case with electricians. I've seen work that I can't believe passed inspection, and then I have to question the inspectors, because I look at it and say, this was inspected?
Right.
And there's like 3 or 4 blatant code violations.
Yeah.
But, so anyway, well, good luck with that, guys.
All right, thanks, Tom.
I'll send you a picture of the pizza when it comes out of the oven.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the pizza. Sounds good. Well, thanks again for the advice. Appreciate it.
You got it. Take care, guys.
See ya.
Thanks, Tom. Dang.
Always nice to have him in my back pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, dude, you have a real serious problem here that kind of stems from EV charging, because that's what put the massive load on all of this. Obviously, it's still making enough connection for you to run your AC and everything like that. I also think it's cool that the cars probably were sensitive enough, at least the EV9, to recognize some wiring issue all the way back here and was like, oh, I'm going to back off a little bit.
It's just weird how it did that. Yeah, looking at that, spiked and then just dropped down.
Yeah. Teslas do the same thing. They default to 16 amps or like a percentage off of the maximum. There used to be a public charger in downtown Raleigh that had aluminum wires fed to it, and it would sag real quick, or big sag real quick. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, the problem. So if you are an electrician in the northern Colorado area and want to help Coleton out, please call us immediately, because this video is going to go up right now.
Yep.
And for now, you're living without power, caveman style.
I guess so.
Do you have, can you shower?
Yeah.
Oh.
With cold water.
Cold water.
Yeah, it's fine. Well,
you have a hot water
hot water
tank, right?
heater. No, it's electric.
Gas. Oh, it's electric heater.
Yep.
Oh. Well, we got the pressure washer at the shop.
Yep, that's fine. Well, the scary thing is, too, so last night going over all this stuff, obviously this was tripped, so I shut that off thinking this was the main issue and turned it back on last night.
Right.
That could have been
Right, because
bad.
this being tripped makes no sense to me. The fact that the feeder panel was tripped. And
I don't
you're
know.
sure it was tripped?
I'm not 100% sure. Maybe I was looking at it thinking it was not.
Because it is in a different angle.
That could have been. And I was like,
but
oh,
it's
maybe
not loose in there. It's tight in there.
It is.
Yeah, it's on the bar. Pretty nice.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know.
Wild.
That's
I mean, this to me just showcases just really nice quality that they put into building new houses.
That's another systemic problem for the Out of Spec Homes channel. Coming to you never.
I don't know. We could get some nice write-offs on some nice big homes
I built the coolest big house.
in the middle of a racetrack.
Oh God, don't.
That is coming to a channel. Tiny home. All right.
Damn.
Thanks for watching. If you know anyone who can help in the Fort Collins, Loveland area, please let us know. Sorry about not having power. This is live, though, so be careful not to touch it.
Yeah. I'm curious, does the back of the panel have anything on it that it was showing heat or smoke or anything?
No.
Nada.
No. Looks good. Looks great. Maybe we should actually cover this back up. What do you think?
I love how worried Scott is.
I'm like very worried you guys are gonna electrocute yourselves.
Hey, it would be a lot easier for her not having to deal with us anymore.
She'd be chilling.
My cars.
Go to auto
That's all
wash.
she wants us for. Taking
see
care
how
of her
it is.
cars.
I do my oil change.
I had to bring her car
Oil
in for
change?
service.
Oh.
Yeah, he did all my my stuff on the Mazda.
Yeah, her Mazda, I got in it the other day, dude, like every warning light imaginable. It was low brake, the brakes weren't working, it had driver assistance errors, all the
Kyle
other
fixed
stuff.
it for you, right?
I mean, I brought it to,
Straight into the shop.
yeah, took it to BG Automotive.
Yeah.
I love those guys. All right, here we go. Let's get one of these things in here. We'll just do it as a little placeholder. What do you think, Colton?
Yep, sounds good.
All right, well, thanks for watching another Out of Spec Bits episode. Kind of fun.
Sure.
For me, at least. I might have a guest over at the hub. You guys are more than welcome.
Well, the AC don't work there.
Oh, that's right. The AC doesn't work at the hub. So if
the
you're
hell is
also in
going
the northern Colorado area, please come by and fix my air conditioning on both units.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah,
have a weird-
and my garage door is broken too.
Yeah. Okay.
That's great.
But Scott's Mazda is fixed. So we're good there. All right, so sorry about your lack of power, and we'll see y'all another one again soon. Bye.